Okay guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we are testing what is the Sally blueprint in Modern Warfare 3. If you guys know, there is actually a Black Ops 6 teaser blueprint that is in Modern Warfare 3 right now, which you can unlock through playing Rebirth. All you have to do is go ahead, loot some chests in Rebirth, and you will come across the Sally blueprint. And then once you've picked up that blueprint, all you simply need to do is actually go ahead and get one kill with it, and you will fully unlock the blueprint. However, I am actually not using the blueprint simply because I was trying to find it for the last 2.5 hours and didn't find it once. So it's fair to say this is a very, very rare blueprint to get your hands on and is quite difficult to do. So I thought I'd just make the video. I found the actual blueprint, like the exact same build for the blueprint, but instead of having the blueprint attached, I've just brought it into Zombies to test it out. And as we all know, with the traditional Mustang and Sally, once you pack-a-punch those things, they were fully explosive. They were absolutely insane. Like, they were basically rocket launchers coming out of pistols. They were ridiculously, ridiculously broken. Of course, they're not going to have the same effect in Modern Warfare 3, which is kind of unfortunate. I was kind of hoping they was going to have it. And if they did have it on the actual blueprint, then I definitely would have gone and obviously unlocked it. But just pack-a-punching the normal gun and the blueprint have exactly the same effect, which is why I didn't spend too long actually going to go and unlock the blueprint, which I will get at some point, but it's not the end of the world. But of course, we've got Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 Pack-a-Punch Crystals, Legendary Aether Tools. I also bought Mags of Holding because I do want to test this gun out with Mags of Holding. Because, of course, the magazine that you're going to have isn't going to be the biggest off the rip. As you can see, we were one-shotting for headshots in the Tier 1 zone, which is always very, very nice to see. Leads us to good positive signs that this could be a quite strong gun. So we'll jump into the Tier 2 zone, see what sort of damage we can do there. Of course, start pack-a-punching the weapon, and then hopefully take it into the Dark Aether zone at some point. But let me know in the comments, guys, if you managed to get the Sally blueprint or not yet. I'd be very, very interested to see how many of you guys do actually have it. And of course, if you're wondering why it's in the game and you can actually get it, it is because it is basically the first little teaser that we have got towards Black Ops 6. As within the next couple of weeks here, we should actually see a reveal trailer or an event tab or something like that that is actually related to Black Ops 6 and get our first piece of information on it. Here we are in the Tier 2 zone with a Tier 2 zombie. See what sort of damage we can do if we do hit those headshots. I mean, at Tier 1 Pack-a-Punch, oh, sorry, not even at Tier 1 Pack-a-Punch, it's just standard weapon rarity. It's not too bad, if I'm totally honest. It is actually not too bad. Of course, if you didn't know what guns these are, it's the 9mm Daemons, I believe it is, or Daemons, however you want to say the word. But yeah, it's not actually doing bad damage. Let's go ahead and Tier 1 Pack-a-Punch it, see what sort of difference that's going to make in the Tier 2 zone. And it looks like you low-key might be able to just melt through, especially if you can hit critical shots. You're going to melt through zombies with these. I'm not going to lie. They're actually pretty powerful. They're stronger than I thought they were going to be. I was really worried that these guns were going to be really weak because they are a Modern Warfare 2 gun. They're a pistol. They're not fully automatic or anything. They are single shot. So I didn't really know how they were going to play out. I was kind of worried that they might be a little bit bad, but they don't seem too weak if we're totally honest. As you can see, Tier 1 Pack-a-Punch, they're taking the zombies out pretty easily. So let's go ahead and Tier 2 them now. See what sort of difference we can get. Wow, I'll tell you what. If you can hit critical shots, you are basically one-shotting the zombies in the Tier 2 zone. They actually feel really, really nice. Like, they're not bad weapons at all, if I'm totally honest with you guys. They really, really do not feel bad. So let's just stop messing about in the Tier 2, get into the zone that everybody wants to see us trying these out in, and that is going to, of course, be that Tier 3 zone. If they're bad, Legendary Aether Tool. If they're still bad, Tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, and then we, of course, will put Mags of Holding on them at some point as well. Little PhD flopper as well. It's going to the Tier 3 zone. That is absolutely lovely. That's exactly what we want to see come in. I'm also going to go grab this bounty so we can try taking down a high value target at the same time. Okay, so we've got a couple of Tier 3 zombies pulling up now. And, I mean, even with the Tier 3 zombies, it's just Tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. It's not like blistering fast that you're taking the zombies out without, like, them even having a chance. But it's not horrendous. Like, the damage isn't too bad, if I'm totally honest with you guys. Like, it really isn't the worst thing I've ever seen. We'll go ahead and chuck a Legendary Aether Tool on, of course. That's going to make a nice difference to the damage. And this is when we should be able to just start melting through the zombies. Like, we are actually doing really, really nice damage to that zombie's health. I'm not going to lie. We are taking them down pretty quickly. I'm also going to get over this bounty target, see what we can start doing over there. So my team aren't there. So I'm just going to wait and just let us see how quickly we can take down some more of these zombies. Like, it really doesn't do a bad job at taking down zombies. The one thing I will say is it is kind of annoying being single shot and having to tap the trigger every single time. I can already feel my forearm starting to hurt gripping the controller so hard. But we should be okay. We've got a Mimic down here, which shouldn't, again, be too bad to take down. See what sort of damage we can do to a Mangler. I mean, it's not doing the craziest damage. I do actually want to Tier 3 Pack-a-Punch it now, if I'm totally honest. I do definitely Just want to put it at tier 3. See what sort of damage we can do with tier 3. And I've gone down, been dragged in whilst I'm down. There is about 12 mimics on us right now, including the bounty target. I can't seem to hit critical shots on any of them, which really doesn't help. But let's continue trying to fire away. There we go. Once we start hitting those critical shots, we seem to be doing some decent damage. And again, I'm not going to lie to you, having to spam the triggers like this, it's not ideal. It's really not ideal. But on the floor, of course, you can carry on shooting, which is really, really nice. That is one nice bonus. But having to tap the triggers over and over and over again like we've got to for these, it's not ideal. It's really, really not ideal. But even against the Disciple, I mean, of course, you can just shoot these guns as fast as you can tap those triggers. But when you've got a lot of zombies around like we just did have, my arms genuinely hurt from having to pull the triggers that many times. Maybe keyboard and mouse might be a little bit easier, because it's probably a little bit easier to click a couple times over. But that is one thing I will say, is with them not having any upgrades once they're pack-a-punch to becoming like fully automatic or even semi-automatic, they can become pretty difficult to carry on shooting over and over and over again, but they do feel pretty powerful. They feel like they're going to do decent damage. They feel like they're taking out zombies pretty quickly. The, you know, the mimics, the manglers, all that sort of stuff that we did come up against. And as you can see, against the zombies, you can still do really, really nice damage with it. So they are very powerful guns. Even a Disciple's just pulling up. Let's see what sort of damage we can do to a Disciple here. Already got it down to around about half HP. We'll pop a quick reload. We'll try and take out... I didn't mean to actually hit the... So I meant to hit the zombie in front of me. Somehow managed to miss it and hit the Disciple. But even then, with a Disciple, we can take that down pretty quickly. But like I said, it is just having to spam the triggers over and over and over and over again, which isn't the most ideal thing in the world. Like, a lot of other pistols that are like this do maybe become like semi-automatic, burst fire, you know, fully automatic even. But not this one. This is going to remain a single shot weapon, which is okay. It's not the end of the world. It is still usable. You know, you can still use it without too many problems. Like I say, the one thing you might just feel if you're playing controller is those forearms burning out a little bit. But against the zombies, I'm pretty sure you could drop a massive horde of zombies really, really easy with these guns. Like, no problem at all. Especially if you're hitting them critical shots. They do really, really nice damage. Like, they've definitely surprised me, and they're stronger than I thought they were going to be. I really didn't think they were going to be very strong at all. I thought they were going to really, really struggle. Low-key want to try and take on this Mega Abomination, if I'm totally honest with you guys. I don't know why. I don't think it's a great idea, but I do kind of want to try it. So we've got one head that is popped already. Really didn't take us too long to get one head popped. Try and hit a couple more critical shots there. We'll let it charge at us if it wants to. The one annoying thing that I've got going on right now is it's focusing on this dog rather than me, which kind of makes it a little bit more difficult to take it down. But we've already got it down to half HP, and if you could just carry on spamming them triggers, like I say, maybe try and hit those critical shots a little bit more, you are going to do really, really nice damage to it. Like I said, the one problem I've got where it's focusing this dog is there's just no heads opening up, allowing for critical kills or anything like that. So that's probably the one complaint that I've got about taking down this Mega Abomination, but that should be the Mega Abomination dropped just like so. It really didn't take us too long at all there. I don't know, of course, we got insta-kill towards the end there, but considering we couldn't hit critical shots for that long, I think we actually done a really, really nice job at taking it down. But so far, I'm actually impressed with these guns. They're not the craziest guns in the game, like, by no means are they the best gun in the game, but they're actually pretty powerful. And like I said, for having a bit of fun of pack-a-punching the Sally blueprint, you know, they're fun guns to use. I'm not going to lie. They are actually fun guns to use. They do more damage than I thought they were going to do. I genuinely came into this game thinking these guns might be a little bit poor. I really didn't think they were going to be that great. I thought they were going to be pretty weak. But low-key, they actually seem pretty decent. Like, we've got a Mimic just rolled up, already smashed out half of his health. And that's the rest of his health gone just like so before my teammate could even hit him with his crossbows. Yeah, I mean, they are really nice guns to use, if I'm totally honest with you guys. Like, I really don't mind using them. I'm not saying by any means I would go ahead and use them as my primary weapon all the time. But again, there's a bit of fun, you know, for pack-a-punching the original Mustang and Sally. It's a little bit of fun, and they're really not too bad. Like, I have definitely used way worse guns than what these are playing out to be so far. So I can't complain too much. So I can hear a Mangler in here somewhere. Let's see what sort of damage we can do to that. My teammate is here as well, but yeah, you can easily drop, like, bosses, you know, high-value targets, the regular zombies. You can quite easily get through basically everything with this gun. I'm not going to lie. It is actually pretty strong and pretty fun to use. And, of course, I will hit you guys with a class up at the end of the video as well, in case you guys do want to go ahead and copy the exact same class that I'm using if you want to go and use this for yourself. But guys, I'm kind of nervous for zombies content in the near future. I don't really know what we're going to be playing because there isn't much updates coming to zombies. In Season 4, we thought there was going to be a lot of content, and the only thing we're getting in Season 4 is the unstable rift. However, that could be round-based zombies. So if we're looking for the positives, we might have a round-based zombie game mode coming to Modern Warfare 3 Zombies to finish up the year on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. But like I said, other than that, we actually have no other new content coming to MW3 Zombies other than the unstable rift. So we have really got to hope that that is the round-based zombies that we think we're getting. Yeah, we managed to get one head popped. Luckily, I was focusing on the Mega Abomination because the rest of my team didn't really seem to be doing too much, if I'm totally honest. Do you know what? I'm going to go and chuck mags of holding on the gun as well now because I'm kind of fed up of reloading it over and over and over again. I feel like this gun's going to be a lot better if we could just carry on spraying it. Like I said, my forearms are going to hate me from just pulling these triggers, but I think it's going to definitely do us some favors if we can just carry on spraying this gun. But again, it's focusing on the dog. That's one of the most annoying things about these Mega Abominations when there's dogs nearby is they simply just focus on the dogs rather than the players that are around. But yeah, I really don't see us getting too much more zombies content and in general now from now until Black Ops 6 does drop. Because of course Treyarch's going to be putting all of their focus into Black Ops 6 Zombies, so they're not going to be focusing on anything. We already know that the Activision team and that aren't really going to be focusing on zombies themselves either. So I don't know if I'm being stupid here, but I don't think I got a reward rift for taking out that Mega Abomination. So yeah, I am a little bit nervous on what sort of zombies content we're going to get for the game. I'm really hoping this isn't basically now at this point the end of zombies and we just have to wait for Black Ops 6. I hope they do something to keep the game alive and, you know, to keep people playing. Because I've really been enjoying zombies with all the content that we've been getting, you know, the updates, the weapons, all of that sort of stuff, the new Dark Aether rifts, everything they've been adding. I've been having a lot of fun with it, so I really hope they don't just go ahead and let it die out now. But if they do, then they do. We'll just have to switch up the content style for a little bit until Black Ops 6 does come around. You know, I might start playing a bit of Warzone, some multiplayer, all of that sort of stuff, as well as just grinding out some zombies. Because unfortunately, we have no control over what they are going to release. We have no idea if they're going to carry on releasing content. We have no idea if the game's going to go dead. We really do not know. So I'm just going to keep making the best content that I possibly can for you guys whilst the game is still alive and people are still playing zombies. But let's say zombies does die out for the next couple of months until Black Ops 6. What do you guys want to see me playing in the comments below? Let me know what sort of things with COD you want to see me doing. Is it just carry on playing zombies even though the game mode's a little bit dead? Do you want me to start playing some multiplayer, some Warzone? Let me know in the comments. I'd be very, very interested to see what you guys have to say. But like I say, we never know. That unstable rift might be the addition of round-based zombies into Modern Warfare 3 that we've all been hoping for. And that could quite easily tie us over into Black Ops 6. We're just going to have to wait and see how everything does pan out. But I just really hope zombies isn't going to die out anytime soon because I am really enjoying it and I haven't been enjoying playing zombies. I don't play as much zombies as I once did. But that's not me saying that I don't enjoy playing zombies when I am playing. But I mean, in terms of these guns, guys, they're actually kind of fun. They're a lot better than I thought they were going to be. I really didn't think they were going to be that great. But they're actually not too bad, if I'm totally honest. I just really wish these blueprints did actually have the Mustang and Sally effect of when you're shooting them, they, you know, they're explosives, they blow everything up, they just cause complete carnage. But unfortunately, they're not like that, but I kind of understand why, because of course that's not in the game. That's a very big Black Ops thing, and yeah, this isn't a Black Ops game, I suppose. Although saying that, it is a teaser towards the new Black Ops game, so maybe they could have done it, but it's not the end of the world. We can still have a little bit of fun with it. But what I am hoping is that it is actually teasing that we're going to get the real Mustang and Sally back in Black Ops 6 when it does drop with zombies. And I'm also super excited for Black Ops 6 Zombies. As we know, Treyarch never slack on a zombies game. They've had a couple stinkers every now and then, but the majority are absolutely amazing. And of course, this time round, they've had a lot of time to start making the zombies game. They've had like 2 to 3 years now, so we really should see a very, very strong, a very good zombies game with a really good storyline, a good couple of maps. You know, everything for this zombies realistically should be good because they have been working on it for a long, long time now. They even stopped working on MW3 Zombies to focus on Black Ops 6 Zombies, so, you know, it really doesn't have many excuses to not be a good game. But, of course, we can sit here and, in hindsight, say, oh, it should be a really good game, and it could still come and be an absolute stinker. But, you know, I've got high hopes for Treyarch. They do always come through with zombies. So let me know in the comments if you guys are excited for the Black Ops 6 Zombies, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. What are you hoping for with the new Zombies game as well? Be very interested what you guys are looking for, you know, what your wishes are for Zombies, what you're hoping we do actually see this time round. Like, is there any additions you want coming back from old Zombies games? Is there anything you think that have been missing? Or is there anything new that you'd like to see added? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments on what you'd expect from the new game. Of course, when the new games drops, not only be playing Zombies, I'll be playing multiplayer as well, because I do enjoy the multiplayer grind. I enjoy going for the camos and all that sort of stuff. And the majority of the videos on my channel are how to unlock things, you know, how to unlock the new camos, the best ways to get XP, the best ways to level up, best ways to prestige, all of that sort of stuff. But of course, I have very recently been focusing very Zombies heavy, so I am of course going to carry on posting Zombies content. Don't fear that the Zombies content is going anywhere, because of course the next Zombies game that we get should be even better than Modern Warfare 3, therefore giving me more content to make the game even more enjoyable, and just overall make it much more fun for the content that I am going to be grinding out. But of course, we're still a couple of months away from that anyway. We are still here on Modern Warfare 3 until probably late October, if I was to guess. So we've probably got about 4 to 5 months of Modern Warfare 3 left until we actually do a look at getting onto Black Ops 6. So we're not going to get too excited for the Black Ops 6 content too yet. But of course, it is something to keep in mind, as we should start seeing some leaks here soon. You know, some actual trailers, some actual in-game information from Treyarch, Call of Duty and all them sort of companies. And it also gives us that little bit of pre-hype that we always love, which then obviously gives us an idea of what we can expect when the game eventually does come around. But yeah, so far, guys, these actually are really fun to use. I'm not going to lie. These are actually genuinely fun guns to use. Like I said, I wouldn't go maining them. They wouldn't become my main gun to use. But they are fun to use. Like, they're actually not that bad. Like, you can even take down manglers pretty quickly. Like, you've got all sorts of zombies that we've come up against. And been able to do decent damage to them, if I'm totally honest. It really doesn't do bad damage, this gun. As you've seen, we've taken down a normal Mega Abomination, high value target Mega Abomination, some other bounty targets, done some escort contracts. You know, we've done all kinds of different contracts with this. And we really haven't struggled at all. So I think the only challenge that we really have left for this gun is probably taking it into a Dark Aether zone if anyone does head there. As you guys saw, I didn't load in with any sigils, which is a little bit of a stupid one. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get us to the Dark Aether zone. But hopefully one of my teammates does have a sigil and is planning on going there. And if they do, we will be testing this out in that Dark Aether zone. So I'll just cut to that part now so you guys can see what these are going to be like in the Dark Aether zone if we do get there. So I know I said I'd cut to the Dark Aether zone, but I will tell you one thing for free. My hands are hurting and cramping from tapping the triggers so much using these guns, running around just finishing up some tier 3 contracts. Like, they are on absolute fire. So I recommend, if you guys are trying to grow your forearms, you try these guns out, because they're pretty good for that. Okay, guys, so we are finally in the Dark Aether zone, and we need to try and get these contracts done ASAP, because of course we are in the Elder Sigil, giving us a grand total of 15 minutes. Saying that, don't even know if I've got a gas mask. I do have a gas mask, so that is something, I suppose. But let's see how we get on with these pistols in the Dark Aether zone. I don't think they're going to be too bad. I don't think they're going to be crazy, but I think they'll be okay. So we are starting the escort mission first, which is kind of a brave play considering it is one of the longer ones. Usually the one that I do last, because it allows you time to go and do the others. You can get them done, and then you can analyze how much time you've got left. But we'll have to see how quickly we do manage to get through these. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long. I mean, even in the Dark Aether zone, these pistols, especially to the zombies, they're not doing too bad a damage, if I'm totally honest. They're not doing horrendously bad. I mean, even with mimics pulling up, I know, of course, the rest of my team are also shooting at them, but I don't feel like they're doing the worst damage I've ever seen. I mean, if you can hit critical shots, they're going to do decent damage in the Dark Aether zone. Like, they're really not as bad as I thought they were going to be. I really didn't think they were going to be that great at pistols, if I am totally honest with you guys. But they're really not bad, if I'm totally honest. They really are not that bad. Like, I feel like you can definitely hold off zombies and take down bosses and stuff with them, which really isn't a bad showing, considering they are a pistol. Again, the one complaint I've got is the single shot. I wish they were just Mustang and Sally's that just blew everything up. That would be super sick. But of course, they're not. But it's not the end of the world. They're still decent. You can still do decent damage with them. I'm not gonna lie. They're really not that bad if you wanted to go and use them for yourself. Like, even there, that mimic, I know it didn't have much health, but it didn't exactly get dropped super slow, which is really nice. You know, you got armored zombies. They can get taken down pretty quickly. Like, they're really not that bad a weapon, if I'm totally honest with you guys. They're really not that bad at all. Again, it's just my hands that are absolutely killing me from spamming these triggers over and over again. But that's the first contract complete. Did we get any good loot out of it? We are going to get... we don't really need that. I'll take that. And that's about all the loot we've got from that one. Not the end of the world, though. We can go and start the next contracts up and get these ones going. Hope for some better loot out of these. We've got the Mega Abomination here. Oh, I'm stuck in the middle of this. I'm not going to lie. I'm totally stuck just there. We're going to put the Cluster Strike on it. See what sort of damage we can do. So I'm going to stand back. We've already got it down to half HP, which really isn't bad going. Just carry on spraying at it as much as we can. Try and hit them critical shots while its mouth's open. Oh, it's on such little health already. We have done a really good job at dropping this thing so far. We've done a really nice job at getting this Mega Abomination down. That is already taken care of. What rewards are we going to get here? An Elder Sigil. I will take... I'll take the Surgeon's Barret, actually. And the Elder Sigil over the Tier 1 Pap. And I've just realised I probably could have dropped some of them schematics that I did just get for some of the other players in this lobby in case they didn't get it. So... that is kind of my bad. I really wish I had just done that then. But we've got contracts to start. We haven't got much time to wait. So I'm going to go and start these contracts up as long as the gas keeps moving in this direction. So I've managed to fully run out of ammo, which is not ideal. I don't think this is going to work, if I'm totally honest. We have got teammates down all over the place. I'm out of ammo. It's really not going too smoothly at the moment. But I mean, to be fair, guys, these really haven't been that bad. And as this contract is coming to an end, I'm probably going to start wrapping up today's video. So if you do want to check the class that I'm using and use the exact same one as me, it is on screen right now for any of you guys that do want to go ahead and copy the exact one that I was using. It's the exact build that comes on the blueprint for the Sally blueprint. The only thing I changed was putting a bigger magazine size on it simply so we could have more ammo in the gun. That was the only thing that I did change. But I'm going to start heading over to the middle now to get X-Field out of this game mode here. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end of today's video. It's been a fun one. You know, it's been a little bit different, trying out a different blueprint variant, I suppose. So like I said, hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please be sure to smash a thumbs up, as it helps me out way more than you could ever imagine. Let me know your thoughts on these in the comments below. Are there something you're going to go ahead and try out? I'd love to hear your thoughts on them in the comments. Like I said, let me know your thoughts about Black Ops 6 and stuff like that in the comments as well. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, be sure to check out the rest of the videos on the channel, as I think you guys will really enjoy them. And if you do go on to enjoy them, make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on. But I'm going to leave today's video there, guys. I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.